Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader crude oil inventory report session. Please do say hello in the chat. And report should be coming out momentarily. There it goes. Let's see what the reaction is. So it looks like got a very quick reaction. We'll wait 2 minutes. Counterpunch on the right, the large chart. Spotlight 8 tick range on bottom left, and Spotlight unleaded 20 tick range on the top left. And we're right in the middle of our reaction range right now. We've got a potential long trade on Counterpunch, but we just haven't got the confirmation yet of the cyan line crossing above the yellow line on the histogram. That's the confirmation required for a white trade. And the long trade is still valid on Spotlight, but that's a trade based off of the initial reaction, and I would like to see a new setup there. And of course, it triggers in, and we're at our 2 minutes. So here we go. We still don't have a trade on Counterpunch. Oh, and yeah, we just got a new setup on Spotlight, exactly the same place. $86.37 or $86.36 for that entry. And there's our setup on Counterpunch, 86.30. Yeah, okay, key levels aren't working. That should be 86.36, and that just triggered in. So there is a long. Good morning, Miles. So we're in amongst it, looking to try to break out. Crude was on a strong upward move and the significant pullback on the just before the release, and then big swing up and down really on the release, or not a big swing, but we've got 86.04 to 86.44, so about a 40-cent swing on the release. And there we go. Spotlight is at money management and very close to a one tick break even. We'll see where that goes. That is target one, so that will be a POQ session on, and that's an add-on, but we're already in the long on Spotlight. Counterpunch has already hit target one. I'm sorry, yeah, Spotlight has already hit target one. There's target one, so bring your stop to 86.39. Stop to 86.40. Come on, 41 or 42. Yeah, 86.42. And we are looking for $86.72 for our target. Hey, good morning, Dan. Good morning, Dave. And stopping out at 86.42 on both charts. Spotlight is done. Unleaded picked up a long that didn't quite get to money management, and now, oh, actually, it did get to money management. Yeah, it spiked up there and came back down, and looks like we reversed to short at exactly the same place that we entered the long on unleaded. Now we have a short on counterpunch at 86.37. Short is still valid. No audio. That looks audio on my, yeah. All right, great. Thanks, Roger. It's looking good on my monitor. I was just checking. All right, we're still have the valid short trade on Counterpunch. We got a few ticks, about what, 6 ticks on the partial. All right, still going sideways. All right, that's that's not really a short that I like up there right above the 50 EMA, but it's just way too far to try to adjust it. 50 is still 5 ticks below that, but it's coming through there in between the entry and target one. That's a trade that would have been filtered out if we were still in the chop zone that we had right around the, or right through the release, starting from the release and going forward about 5 minutes. And a long trade now, long setup. So the long and the short. Uh-oh, I've got to reset something in there. I know what it is. And looks like the short touched the entry. So it is, spotlight is short. If you didn't get filled, just wait on it. The long is still valid. Spotlight, or I'm sorry, Counterpunch is short, just touched the short entry. So this would be an 86.58 stop and reverse. Small trade. I'd love to adjust above that session high at 59, but it's just too small a trade to do that. I mean, you've already made 2 ticks, and target 2 is only 11 ticks. So actually target 2 is just 9, and target 3 is the objective. Not much going on there. Spotlight did good to get done on the first trade, and now it's just getting noisy. Going into consolidate, now it's consolidating the earlier move before the inventory report. Stop and reversed at 58. I like the long trade better than I like the short trade, given the setup of where we are and what's going on. But unfortunately, the long trade is just a little bitty thing, and the short trade is much better size. But this is a case of kind of getting caught in the noise, and then we go through. Okay, the long did cancel, and we got a new long at the stop at 61. So we're now long from 61, and we've broken out of the reaction range. So if that trade executed at 37, you took a 24 tick loss, and we're in the second trade. Problem 24 on two positions. So we need a little bit of help on this second trade. $20 to target 2. Money management at 81. I'm sorry, money management at targets at 81. Money management is at 72, I believe. $73. Money management 73, target at 81. And stop at 39. And the 50 has moved up above the stop now. Almost 2 ticks. So that's a good sign for our trade. sitting right just below the entry. Looks like it's finding support around 55. Unleaded pushing up to getting close to 250 a gallon on the wholesale. That does not bode well for prices at the pump. All right. And a stop and reverse short. 86.52. Where the stop and reverse. Oh, come on now, don't do that. Yeah, so right in there. That's one close above. Within a tick of the session high at 86.69. But at this point, it's going to have to. No, I say that. No, that's a second close above the balance line. So the stop and reverse is canceled. And we remain in the long, looking for money management at 73. and an add-on long at 71. That's a good sign. And there's a new session high at 70. This is a 377 tick counterpunch. Just kind of stuck at the moment. All right, pushing up, touching 70 again. This is like watching paint dry. If we get money management, this will be the POQ trade because it'll be our second money management trade of the session. And getting up to 72, one tick away. Another add-on trade. And just not able to push up through it. 75 seems to be putting up a roadblock. '70 to 72 is putting up a roadblock. And they stop and reverse at 86.47. Now the question is going to be, how is it going to react to the test of the 50 EMA now? If we get a strong up move and we can break through that 72, we've got a good chance of hitting our 81 target. Still in the long. See, can you say paint? And this is probably not too surprising because we haven't most likely haven't got all the usual players since it's not the normal day. It's just hovering at that 50 EMA and at 8650. It's touched 8650 twice, which is one tick below. The EMA is sitting at 51 now. And if it's going to get away from the 50, I'd like to see a little bit more energy in it. The spotlight was definitely the way to go. Spotlight on the 8-tick momentum bar, or 8-cent momentum bar, 8-tick range bar, depending on your platform. Getting us in and out. Efficient trading. Get our win. Go on with the day. Counterpunch, unfortunately, is hanging around. The longer we hang around, the more exposure we get to the vagaries of the market. Okay, there's 40, got to 48, so we're still short. Yep, got to 48. Our entry is 47. For the stop and reverse, 47. So still in the long. That one's going to be interesting to see if that one tick is the difference. But that's why we make that 2-tick stop and reverse adjustment. Now protect the existing trade, but be willing to go short if that's what price action tells us, or be willing to reverse if price action tells us to do. That's what we should do. And there's a new long at 71. We're actually still in the long from 61. Now the question is, can we penetrate the session high? Session high at 72, and there's the session high at 72 and blowing through it. So there's our 81 target, and the stop now is going to be at 69. Okay, signal lines at 82, 86, so that puts us at 84. At 89. And now at 93. $94 for the stop. Our trade is way back over that magenta trade, way back at 11, just after 11:16. 97. So we've now got 36 ticks on the trailer after coming within one tick of a stop and reverse. And there we stopped out at 97. Actually stopped out at 98. So that does it for the session. Any questions this morning? That took a while but ended up being quite profitable on Spotlight or on Counterpunch. Any questions this morning? That was a rather wild ride. One, two, three different stop and reverse setups to short, getting within one tick of actually reversing, and then going through all three targets, and trailer going all the way up to 98, so beyond target 3. And if we held at the 50, that's kind of what I was expecting. And then, of course, the subsequent short being successful as well. Almost getting to target 2. It looks like it got within one tick. So, and there it just hit target 2, I believe. Yeah, All right. That looks like a wrap. So unleaded, after, take a quick look there and see what it did. So the long trade was our first. We got a 1 tick break even. The short was a full stop. 35 tick trade, so that hurt. So down 68. Then we get a 48.13 and stops and reverse to long at 41.28. That's 56 and 68 is 124. And unfortunately, all we got was a partial on that. And now in the short. So the inventory report session not doing good well for us on unleaded either. 9 a.m. or inventory session today. Yeah, if that's obviously something you got to watch when there's fairly strong movement before the inventory report. I wouldn't expect the inventory trades to be large. I would expect you to see either continuation of that movement or some consolidation, and that's kind of what we saw, is consolidation for a while, and then finally continuing on the move, but then coming back into the consolidation zone. We actually did move up above our initial reaction area and have stayed there pretty much. But yes, generally the activity on the inventory report is better if it's coming in with kind of a wait and see sideways price action. But every session is different. And Spotlight. Yep, so that was our first trade. And it did hit target 1 for, I believe, 15 ticks. Yeah. We hit target 1 for 15 and got 6 on the trailer for 21 ticks on the day. That got us POQ, and then we saw some noisy stuff. Stop and reverse, a full loss. Another full loss. Third full loss, and then we get the strong up move and the strong down move, both hitting targets. So that's the day. All right. Well, that ends the sessions for this week. Troy will be in on Monday for a regular session. Our Catapult Russell Boot Camp is Tuesday at noon Eastern, I believe. So the room will be dark on Tuesday. Regular session with crude oil inventory report and Thursday next week. So Tuesday is the only oddball next week. No regular trade room session. Those of you signed up for the Russell Catapult Boot Camp will be Tuesday afternoon. So we will see everybody next week. Have a good one.